Welcome back to Oldman Gaming. Hey, we're back here in hard mode in Gold Rush, the game. And we're going to start, or not start, but continue digging over here. Just moving away all the crap dirt, because the idea of this run, or part of it, was to is this the one I want? Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay. Part of this run is to try to get all of these completely empty. So we just did that too. Well, not just. It's probably been like 2 months ago. Takes forever to dig these things out. When you do it one episode at a time and then you stop every other month for the leaderboard, it can be a bit slow, but let's back this up. We got lots of gas in here, so I'm hoping that maybe we can do a double run. We'll see how it goes. The wash plant is on, and oh, it's nearly midnight, though. I guess it doesn't matter. Really, we've got plenty of money. We've got gold to pay everything, so... Or, you know, basically haven't... The 30 ounces of gold is... Well, not half, but what is it? The 45% here? No, can't... Not 45. 40%, but it could be 40. The 30, 35... 40, 40, it must be for 35 here. Like, I don't pay attention to those amounts anymore these days. Now, I had recently, the last week or so, I did start up a game of in the leaderboard, using the leaderboard, basically the rules from the previous leaderboard. It's a bit annoying, but I was thinking to try out a new strategy, but like, it's just terrible. How bad they nerfed the gold nuggets that I don't want to drill. Like, I drilled for an hour and didn't even get 70 ounces. And I think I need something like, what? Well, we could cut out a bit if we don't buy 150k. Actually, it'd be more because we wouldn't be renting the Glacial Creek either. We could do like tier 4 rocker, or D-rocker actually, and then everything else tier 5 was kind of my idea. And then what I really wanted, because I've never done this before, is to normally I start digging with the, with the, as I am now, with the excavator and the dump truck. But I was thinking, what if I just start off, like, I bulldoze it, which will take a few out, like an hour or two. Especially with the new way I'm doing it, it should be pretty quick. So I bulldoze it, and then I get some Franks out and just dig. Now, the only thing is I don't think I can do that with tier 3. Just wouldn't get enough money, I don't think. There's a renting cost for only 2. I mean, technically I need 3 of them. But the cost, I think, was 170k. And so if you think about the fact you need 170k a day to pay just for your rented items, then you also need probably like at least 15k for your workers if you're not leveled up. If they are leveled up, it's probably more around 25k. You got 200k for rent and workers, and then you also need to cover the actual lease payment on the gold every time you dig it up. So digging up 400 ounces of gold like it's just it's kind of crazy, but it's just a thought. I know I'm pretty sure that's what like both Indie Ninja Gaming and Split and 2 has done in the past. But also, I know Split, like, the one reason he can kick butt on almost anyone is simply because, like, his season, he'll play, like, 200 hours, 250 hours. I don't know about you, but I don't got 250 hours in 1 month to, like, sit and play Gold Rush. Plus, the mental fortitude to do that's pretty high as well. I mean, like, you gotta really just hammer the game all day long. I'm just, guess I'm just not up to that kind of thing. I probably have more like 75 to 125 hours, maybe. So I play in a way that would get me up to, like this last 2 times, I haven't played, like I haven't just been like, I'm going to start with getting the, well, I mean, like I get enough gold to get some things rolling and set up the claim and do like a proper dig for the, I might, oh, whoops. I might, sorry. Well, as I moved, I'm just like, all right. Anyway, so I normally will get set up to do a good seasonal run, but the last 2 times I'm like, I'm just gonna dig, try to like stay up with max gold the whole time. And the first time I actually did, and as you saw, I won them both, which means, you know, if you're really gonna go after max gold, then getting the seasonal gold shouldn't be too tough. You should have, oh, come on, man. Not in the middle of my work day, you gotta break down. Or should I say my work night? All right, we'll go fix it in a minute. My gosh. I feel like I'm going to fall off of here. I got to be careful. This is not fast. Just want you to know that. We could probably even park the truck like over here. And, oh shit. Back it up. Do not fall. Yeah, do not fall. Keep going. Ooh, barely safe. Like, it's not far to fall down. Like, we could easily recover from it. The problem is, I have to drive a very long distance to get back here, and that's what I don't want to do. See, the idea, though, is I was going to be digging this up. But still, see, the truck can come more forward anyway, at least. Shorten my swings a little. This is better. All right. Doing better now. I don't even want to guess how much we're going to get out of this. Probably a sad amount. That's all. Oh, crap. We're going to fall off again? Okay, let's... No, forward first. Come on. I might... Oh. I understand. I mean, I guess this is a bit slippery. Slippery slope, I guess. There's really no, like, reason to Not to bulldoze this at all. Because that would be a waste of the few 100,000 that I've got. Like, bulldozing doesn't really make sense until you get to... Oh, golly. Back this guy up some. He just wants to fall off. It wouldn't really make any sense to bulldoze until you're into Nighthawk. Oh, whoops. Okay, if I can figure out what I'm doing here. You're really good. Oh yeah, I forgot we had those things broken. I don't know if we got any more of those. We might just have to go buy a few, which really stinks because they aren't the cheapest. Well, it would be bad if it was one, but you got to buy like 6 of them, so, you know. Oh, listen to that. That's Blaze. Oh, we got 2 dead. Wow, okay. Just gonna run up here and see what we got. We might have some. Oh, look at that. We do. Great. We don't have to like, destroy our income to repair stuff. I'm gonna drop that. We're gonna unplug this. And we'll start with this one. It's right here. Got 3. I know 2 are dead already. It seems like I've been repairing them in sets of 3, so let's probably have to take a look around and see if there's another one that's like being dumb or is really low, you know. Get out our little meter. That one's good, so we're not going to touch that one. That one's okay. It's not bad. Seen it be worse. 4%, okay. All right. Now we know it's the end one there. Locker check available for 15% off. Yes, let's go get it. Even though we don't even have equipment that uses that. I was afraid to drop it on here because it'll fall through. But, oh, come on. Instead, I fall through. Let's see, would it be easier to go up this way? I'll just fall off from here. Doesn't look completely dead, but it is. Okay, back to work we go. Okay, it's like, where is it? Right above my head. Holy cow. So I did look also just to see, but we need 500K to rent the next place. I really doubt there'll be enough gold in here for us to get enough to not rent, but to buy it. So I hope that didn't like lose some of my... But when it does that, that's what happens. Generally, you could lose up to 10% of your dirt when it shakes about. Saw this thing. I just want to get rid of it. There we go. Let's see. So I don't like where it's at, but if perhaps we'll be like digging the back wall here a bit, it'll be fine where it's at. I just want it's. Well, we could scoot it back like here maybe. Well, actually, that's bad. So I'd like it. I don't know. I want to be able, or need actually to be able to swing a little bit so that just like makes the timing of everything easier and more smooth. Because like right in front of me, I have to go down and then it's like you have this long wait for it to like extend enough to open up and dump the dirt there. So well, there it is, 10 ounces. Probably could have guessed it because it's about, so it's not even, it can't be 30. 30's from, from Old Arnold. Either way, I don't mind. 19 ounces is weak, but you know, that's 2 cleanups. So that's pretty shoddy. Pretty shady, I'd say. That gives us 6 days to winter. Oh, we're at 100%. Realized it. Okay. We're going to slide somewhere there, boy. I got this feeling we're sliding, so I'm going to drive back a bit. And it just has nowhere to slide. Maybe forward, but shouldn't take too long. We could just pull in like this as well. Meh. We're gonna have to get kind of back up on the wall up there, so I think parking here might be okay. remove some of this dirt from the wall. Yeah, it works for me. It's not as good as it could be, but it ain't bad. Shut your little thingy there. Let's go, baby. This is our fourth one, right? I always lose count. I always think I'm a little further ahead than I am. I'm always surprised when I'm like, what? Ain't another dump truck full? You kidding me? I know how I counted it right. Y'all are wrong. We're putting these away pretty fast, so it's not too bad. Scoop off the wall is always a tough one because you got nowhere to curl up the bucket. Like where we're at, it's pretty stable. We're not slipping into the little ravine we've got, or little pit, I guess. I don't know. Whatever it is we've got here, we're not slipping into it. That's nice. So my thinking is we probably could have done, what, 3 full, like, runs in a day. If this last video I didn't stop, if I'd gone and done both clean outs and waited until the end, or like just kept digging till I had 2 clean outs done and then did the actual clean out at the end, I think we would have made it fine. But now we've gone into the day, into this day, but it's not a big deal. I'll hop out, see where we're at. Okay. I'll put us up right around 80, so yeah, we got this last one to go. Whoa, where are we going? That should make it closer, since we're digging up on the wall here. So I guess we'll maybe go a little longer. We can get the double cleanup done. Who knows? Maybe we'll do another double, and do 4 in a day. That would be pretty cracking, wouldn't it? Get like 40, 50 ounces in a day. On hard mode, that's pretty good. Now we're wasting a little bit of time, but we're digging way over here. I'm gonna keep going. If I backed it in, we could have probably had the truck a lot closer, but it's not a big deal. This is our relaxed mode, where we don't rush anything. Yeah, I guess I should speak, huh? I get like just mesmerized by digging, I guess. I forget. But my for my internship, I did finally resolve the stupid issues I was having. Uh, it took longer than it had to, but I did figure it out. It's just I'm so new to this system, and they got lots of little systems that work together. So I was just missing one part in the puzzle and didn't quite know it, and so yeah, it happens. But I did find like a good technique for myself to learn to get through these huge code bases, and I'm quite a visual person, um, especially when it comes to coding and stuff. I've got to see it on a piece of paper, like kind of the hierarchy or like the diagram of how some of the stuff is working. So that's what I did. I drew a diagram of the mail system that we're switching, well, what they have implemented, and all the things that would need to change in order to move to the new one. And looked at every file that changed or sent an email. There's quite a few. The system's more complex than I think they originally thought, which is fine. It's also a skill of a programmer, is to like be able to look at the work and look at the project and know that, hey, and if we want to like make a change here in this area of the program, um, they have to estimate how much like work time it will take to do that. And it's a skill, and every team I've seen that I worked on that has to do this, it's never wrong. Or like, you give your best estimated answer. But they always get it sometimes a little off and sometimes a lot off, especially when you're working with like junior software developers, which at this point I still am. Hurts me to say that. I should be like a senior, but I'm in a different tech stack than I have been in the past. And the one I was in the past, unfortunately, I didn't really have a mentor above me to teach me like these like senior skills, I guess you could call it. So it was always just me figuring stuff out. And with that kind of learning or like situation, you can only go so far without having your code viewed by other people and doing like peer coding and doing just a bunch of stuff that really will greatly improve your coding skills overall. And then also seeing better code than yours, because generally speaking, for most people, there's somebody that's out there that's better, and you can always learn something from the way they're doing it. And so, like for instance, last Friday, maybe it was Thursday. So the senior program guy, he changed a line of code that actually 2, maybe 3 lines of code. Like it wasn't bad. What it was, like it worked. It did the job. He wrote it like in a one-liner is what they call them. And so it was just, do I want to switch these? I mean, yeah, I guess we can. I think what we'll do just quick, we'll unplug the water quickly and then switch these mats. That way we get another ½ ounce. This seems so little. But in this particular run, every little ½ ounce counts. So let's do it. I mean, I know we're not full on those, but I'm not going to really sweat it either. Like I'm already down here. I just wanted to make sure everything else was switching without a problem, so. See, so technically I could run 3 more buckets. I mean, I could get 5 more buckets and do a third run if we really wanted to, but I'm not so inclined to do so yet. Okay, this is at 99. It will switch. It's got 2 buckets to switch to, so there it is. I was like, where did our water go? Because on this map, for some reason, this hose always falls under the ground here, so you can't see it. See, it's completely gone. But okay, perfect. Oh, that's the wrong vehicle. What the heck? So, you know, and well, the difference between that, what he wrote and what I wrote, was nothing. It did the same exact job. He just did it in 1 line. I had it in 2 or 3. And it depends on what book you read and what, I guess, what are they called? I can't even think of what they're called, but like this ways of programming, there's different, like, not paradigms and things, but some other weird word I like to use. Yeah, but anyway, depending on which one you use, what book you read about programming practices, that I think that's more what they call them. The way I wrote it might have been just exactly what you should have done, because sometimes when you write code all in 1 line, it becomes what they call it cryptic, which means only the person that wrote that line of code knows what it does, and then it becomes difficult to maintain. So if it's broken into, say, 2 lines of code, but the next person that reads your code will understand it, then it's better than putting it in 1 line of code and it worked, but no one knows what the heck's going on in your code. And so I try to follow that particular kind of practice all the time. It's to generate maintainable code. And if it's needs to have 2 lines of code to make it understandable. And basically, I mean, the other idea, and I'm also goes the same route, is you're supposed to try to write your code so you don't have to write remarks to tell what the code is doing. And you do that by like naming your functions and variables and things in a way that they just make sense. You know, like if you've got a function that goes and well, you know, if you have a function that adds 2 things together, it would be called, you know, sum of of whatever, you know. So you go, okay, this is summing up these two particular types of things. Oh, I forgot we had dirt in there. It's just, and now there's none left. Great, good job, good job. Just like a pro. So good, I'm just throwing it away. But it's nice to see that, you know, like, oh, like I didn't think to write the code in that way. It's not a bad way, like I said. I think also it could easily also be it's a little simpler to debug if it's more than one line of code. But that's my own personal preference. So I'm not going to say that's the right way to do it. Because sometimes, like when you're taking a variable and you're changing it and you're manipulating it to be something a little different. In this case, the line of code, what it did is it took when we send emails, we get like this email ID back. But part of the ID just is like it says at, it has the at sign and then, you know, whoever's email address it came from. And so we want to cut that part out and save just like the kind of ID portion of it. So I wrote 2 lines of code to do that. And they worked just fine. And he changed it to 1 line of code. I guess. Okay, mine also stems from the fact that I have written in many other languages. Some of them are what are called low level languages. So you have to think a lot more about how memory works in the computer and how, well, sometimes how your code will work on the actual hardware you're putting it on and things like that. And so with that, we gotta move so that we're not gonna fall off of here. So with that, you think about, okay, how's this stored in memory? And then also what happens if I change this? Like in some languages, you have to like make another variable. So if you want to, you get a variable, and if you want to change it to something else, you need to make a new variable. And you can't just, like in these high level languages, it knows what you're trying to do. So you can take a line of code that, say, has a something you want to cut out of it. In this case, say an email address. Then you can put like email ID and then the little function that will take away the portion you don't want. And then like you can chain a lot of stuff through. And that's the best way to explain it. And so you don't have to have multiple variables to do the job. And yeah, that's how it works in these bigger ones. I'm used to having to like think about it and make several ones so that the change is like, you can also track the change so that if perhaps, say, the function you're using to change your variable to something else actually has an error in it, you could more easily debug it because, okay, you can go through the steps until you see that it's broken. Where in this one, it's 1 line of code and you don't know what broke. You just know that in this line of code somewhere, it's broken. And then you'll have to debug, which, like, in that case, you have to break it all down. And then, I don't know if I park close enough. If we park it like there, that'll be better. Just pull it right up there. I think we got enough dirt to like dig in front of the excavator to fill this up without too much. I mean, might be a bit of a swing, but that's not even much of a swing, to be honest. Like if I'm digging right here, it's not much of a swing at all, but we run out of dirt real fast. Okay, we could actually dig out this corner over here too. Why not? Oh, fuel is low. I wonder if we got enough to get what we need. Is this like the third one again? This is only number 2. This might only be number 2. Oh, come on. Buckets are breaking? That's okay. I got some hanging around. Crap. Most of the time, if you tip it over, it'll tip right back and have your dirt in it. But I have hit it, like knocked it over to the point where it tips, and then when it pops back up, it deletes your dirt. Don't like that, not at all. It's very cheap of the game to do it. Let's get some dirt from way over here. We'll have to just park the truck differently when we come back. This dirt's about to be done. Well, like us reaching the dump. Well, I guess we could move back a little bit still, right? We got a little bit of reach on this arm still. Not much, but enough. We'll take it at 99. Works for me. I don't think I'll worry about the bucket right now. I mean, I do want to get out and see kind of where we're at. This is either 2 or it's 3. I think it's 3, actually. Which means we probably have enough, if we do it fast enough gas in the excavator to get the 2 more dump truck fulls. Otherwise, I have to go fill it up. My hope was I wouldn't have to. So, we're at 38. So this is only number 3. 38, 58. Yeah, we still need 2.5 more, so. Depending on how we... That's 2 in a row now. Just getting bored. All right. So we park this not like that, maybe. We can click the right buttons and move this thing around. I think we might have gone too far, but let's see. Yeah, see, that's too far. Got this feeling we're gonna have to come and fill it up, but we'll see. You never know. Might be enough gas in here to get done what we need to get done. I mean, we are digging as almost as close as we can be. In fact, I think this is as close as you can be without it actually then slowing you down again, because then you have to wiggle your way around it. I don't know what is about this game, but I could see myself playing this 10 years from now and still thinking, you know what? This is a damn good game. Yeah, they did a lot of good things, like right things in this game. The same that there are some people that think it's just a buggy, mess of bugs. It's not. Yeah, there's a few bugs in it, but like they really cleaned it up. It can use some more polishing, don't get me wrong. There are bugs in here but they're not game breaking. They're game annoying, but they're not game breaking. And some of them you just don't use the stuff and you never get bothered by them. There's a problem with the crates. There's a problem with the uh, hose when you connect it after a save on the water tank, the portable water tank. There's the view through the sand or dirt when you're in like really high dirt. Like right now, it's not affecting us because the dirt is so low. But if the dirt was higher, we'd end up with the invisible wall. Those are the three main bugs that I can think of that are they're annoying, but our diff got turned off. At this point, I can't think of any others really that's a big problem anyway. There's probably some other bugs I run into and I don't see them too often. Well, there's that other bug where once in a while you'll have a full bucket of water and it won't clean out your mats. It'll tell you that the bucket, basically it like registers the bucket is empty. And no matter where you fill up the bucket, it just will not allow you to clean out the mats. That too is another bug. But again, it doesn't happen all the time. It does seem to be some sort of edge case, and I haven't figured out what causes it. If there's other bugs that you've noticed that I haven't, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to know and check them out even. Because I wouldn't mind farting around with some bugs or like messing around to see if I can make the bug work. Or get it to do what, I did a bit of that when I was at Next Games. Did some bug squashing. These are real edge cases, like probably 3 or 4 people got it, but they were like, let's call them bigger players or players that more valuable players. When the game was still like a free-to-play game, which they're not free-to-play. That's what they're called, but they're not free, I tell you that. Get anywhere in the game, you gotta buy stuff. Like in a timely manner anyway. If you want to spend like 4 years playing the game, then it is a free-to-play game. The whole economy of the game is built around people buying stuff and using it quickly. It's not about the person playing the game for free. That's just how they get you in there. And so I'm generally a person, like I play a few of those free-to-play games, but I never spend any money on them because, well, there's a few reasons, especially most of these types of games are on the mobile phone. And I've played enough games on mobile phones to know that they have a life cycle and they're not very long. I keep telling my kids, don't spend your money on, like don't spend $3 or $5 on these little upgrades in your games. Because say even in 1 or 2 years, this game ain't going to be around. Like they'll just turn off the servers and, when the game becomes unprofitable for them to run, or they just found something bigger, they're gonna go to that. They're not gonna keep these games running all the time. A lot of games have hit that kind of wall where they've got all the free players. They've run out of the players that pay, and so now they can't afford to keep the servers running that run these games, and they just turn them off. I played a few really great games, but they're not around I can install the game still, but it never connects to the servers, and basically you sit there at a loading screen, and it's sad. I don't waste my money there anymore. Where are we at? 85. We'll be at like 92, so we need a bit more. As long as we don't have any more buckets break, and we've got just enough dirt, not dirt, but fuel in here, I think. That's enough dirt. Aren't I really? I think I do want to like leave it out here, kind of like this. So we need like 8%. That's not 50. That's like maybe 40. We need 50. All right, well, we'll just get 50%. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get a whole bucket full. I mean, I think there's enough actual gas to do it. So we're already we're like nearly at 50%. We just got going. Nice. In fact, that's often the reason why I like to play single player games that either, well, okay, I don't mind playing multiplayer games if they have like a single player campaign with them. Because when they turn off the servers on a multiplayer game, so for instance, like, I mean, okay, it's actually still going, but say like StarCraft, the original StarCraft, they turn that off. I can still play StarCraft all I want. I could even set it up to do my own, like, server thing to, like, play games with my friends if I wanted to. And it's like, what, 20 years old or something? But nowadays, things like, for instance, what is it now? Oh, the one they're all playing. I can't even think of it right now. I mean, even the first, like, there's a first one and there was a second one. And they've already shut the servers off on some of the first one. And you can't play it anymore. It's done. There's our bucket. Well, man, it's going up fast, isn't it? That's a double cleanup, so that's really cool. We don't actually have enough buckets down there to do a double cleanup. I mean, what I mean is, like, I have to, like, refill the ones to clean out the mats, but that's not a bother. Oh no, our work light has been destroyed. All right. Ah, my. I was like, why is my lights not going off? I charged this up though, but my controller has just died. Ooh, somebody wants to work for us. Wonder who it could be. Funny thing is, I don't think I'll need. Whoops! I don't think I'll need the remote anymore because the rest of what I. Dang it! Can we stop crouching? The rest of what I do is with the. Okay, everything's at 100. Let's go turn the water off. Wait, is everything at 100? That looks good enough for me, anyway. Come on. Oh yeah, the sweet sound of that thing starting up. It's always nice. Forgot we had this over here. I'm gonna start like thunder and lightning. Okay, I can live with that. I like it. We don't get too many thunderstorms here in Finland, but when that does, it's like really big thunder, like crazy loud amounts of like really really loud thunder. It's like shakes the house kind of thunder. My girls are always scared of it. My 6-year-old thinks you can get killed by thunder. I said, no, it's not the thunder that kills you. It's the lightning. But she's still kind of afraid of the lightning or the thunder. I know there's another one that's broken. It told me there was, but let's see. Let's see. Do I really need to? Oh, it's right there. Come on now. You're not going to get it right there? Whoops. I guess you will. I just have to jump down in the front. We'll grab the other one and throw it on there, and I won't have to worry about this in the next episode, because this is always a bit of a bother. Carrying all this junk. I was trying to think. It is the 11th September. I was thinking that the leaderboard will probably start near the end of the month, which is close to my birthday. But it'll probably start after my birthday, which is at the end of September. Because the last one actually ended on the 27th. So that's a little too far. I mean, that's really at the end of the month. So actually, we need some buckets. That's what we need. Sweet. This should be... Well, let's just do this. I know I normally have this all taken care of, but it won't take long. We'll just put it in there. I don't have to like sit here and wait for the gold bar to be done. Just got to get it so it empties out our... Oh, I came to the wrong spot. What's my problem? I'm losing it. Oh yeah. Got me some monster. It's all mine. As far as the eye can see. Or as much as the goldsmith will give me. Whichever one comes first. Where are we at? I don't even know. My gosh. All right, we're back. Had to pause for a moment to help my daughter. Now we're ready to see how much we can get. Be nice to hit over 40. That's not a good look right there. Don't really care what... Like, I can almost tell by the number of the... on the... or from the... Yeah, we just... the heck? Did I not get rid of this? No, it's at 100. Now it's at 23. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to remember that. Maybe that's what my dude was working on the whole time. It's always been so busy. Like, out of office. Contact me tomorrow. And I went from 15 to 13. This is not awesome. I almost wouldn't mind having a nuggetator right now, but it is kind of a costly thing to buy. It would kind of complete our processing setup, wouldn't it? Don't think it gets any, it doesn't get you any more gold. It just makes things faster because you can get 6 done. You can get 6 done in one shot, and then you can fill it up 3 times. So that pouring it in here ends up being so much faster. I'm really contemplating it though. I mean, they're like 25, 30K at this point in the game. Although they are on the down. Price, I mean, is going on, you know, going down now because it's getting closer to winter. You don't have to fill up all these buckets again. Like, not even at 10 ounces, so this is like, this is silly. Silly Willy. But oh well, we'll get it going. What are we stuck on? He's like, it's not jumping. Weird guy. I feel like this, even though this was a double round, it almost feels like we don't, and we're not going to make much. Man, this is just hurts, man. It's terrible. Unless you're out to like brutally hurt yourself, don't play this game on hard mode. You'll spend many hours for very little gold. And you'll wonder if you're kind of going insane, because you probably are. Yes, it's all cleaned up. Oh. Oh no, I did it right. I was like, oh man, I just totally blew it. Oh dear. I'm losing it. That's why I don't get too many buckets out, because I totally can just like screw it all up. Yes, I think we missed two at the top, but I'm not going to worry about it. In the end, they all get washed up and we get, oops, we get the amount of money we're supposed to get, so. We're at 14 ounces right now. That's just stupid. We should be more like 25 or something. It's, well, I don't know where I'm going with this. Obviously off to space. As I'm a space case right now, not knowing what I'm doing. Like seriously, I wanted to get something more around 40. We've almost done the whole cleanup and we've got like, we don't even have 20 ounces. This is stupid. It almost feels like it's better to do it like one at a time than... Let's get this in here so I don't forget. Can I reach my bucket? Betcha I can. Boom, baby. All right, so got both. Whoa, we have both buckets up here. Should be nice. Oh, this is so nice. I'm so happy that I can just run up there and grab it, and I don't have to like do anything stupid. Oh, these got to be pretty big. If not, dude, it's just sad. All right, it's okay. 21. All right, there's nothing really there. So we'll probably need most of these filled up. We need... It finished, and we're at 29. That means we barely, I mean, basically cleared 15 ounces per run. Well, it is what it is. It's not nice, but... So I'm not going to dump any of these in, and we'll just dump them all in kind of at the same time. Not exactly at the same time, because then we'll lose some, but you know what I mean. We'll fill it up. Losing gold in the hog pans. Oh no. We better fix that. not lose 1/100th of an ounce. I mean, my goodness. That would be bad. It's like 50 cents or something. Oh, I thought I needed 4 for each side. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Rather have more water than not enough. I guess what I did was like, okay, normally it takes 2, so I need 4. And then I thought, okay, we need 4 for each side. That just makes sense. Instead of we just need 4 buckets of water. You are dumb. Stay put. But what? You know, that could be the bug right there. It's not full. Am I missing something here? Now I have like this freaking bucket of water. Mostly is what this will end up being. But we'll pour it in. It's going to be the first one. Well, no, it's not going to be the first one to go in. It'll be the last. Right. All right, well, there it is. All of our gold going through the system. All right, 30 ounces straight up. Well, we know that'll give us another about 19 ounces to work with. So, well, I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you're brand new, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.